it's Sonia, and today I'm doing the Makeup Booktube tag. I'm still a little sick from, my sickness, and so I thought I'd put on something on my face to make me feel a little better, although I'm not really leaving the house. I'm still staying inside and finishing the book that I'm currently reading, which is Illuminae. I'm like halfway through, more than halfway through it, if you can see my book. Right there. I'm right there. And I started it last night. I am on fire this week. Very proud of myself. Okay, less babbling, more makeuping. So I'm kind of going off the questions that Sarah Without an H has in her description section because, I don't know, they're there. And I thought those were fun to do, so this is kind of going off of her book tag specifically. Okay, let's get right in. First item is primer, and that is pick a book that left a lasting impression. Okay, so I guess I have to do product descriptions. This hasn't got autofocus, so I'm just gonna tell you straight up. It's Caudalie Venosource. I have no idea what this is. I got it as a birthday gift from Sephora. It's face cream, so that's what I'm using as primer because I don't like primer. It makes my face feel warm and sweaty. Anyways, the book that left a lasting impression, and I think you can all probably guess that my answer for every single one of these questions is going to be Harry Potter, so I'm not going to say that. My book that did leave a lasting impression is If I Was Your Girl by Meredith Russo, and that one I read recently. I just really loved that book. It's not a story I've read before. It's not a story about a trans girl I've read before, but it's such a different experience reading it from the point of view of someone who's transgender, and I think that really left a lasting impression, especially especially the little note at the end that Meredith Russo had left for readers who are cis and for readers who are trans. Next item is foundation, and I'm using the Sephora foundation because I am basic as hell. In what color? Medium. Walnut. 33. That's my color. It's my summer color, to be specific. And I'm not really a big user of foundation. I just kind of do a thing and it does the thing, I use my foundation like concealer, basically. So the question is, pick your favorite book in a series. I don't know. I'd say my favorite book in a series would be The Last Olympian in the Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Mark of Athena in Heroes of Olympus, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Deathly Hallows in Harry Potter. I'm currently reading Illuminae, so that's my favorite in that one. I loved Wind Witch in the Truth Witch series. That's a trilogy. That doesn't count. I'm looking at my shelf right now. Lady Midnight was fantastic. What else? I'm not even doing my makeup. I should be doing my makeup. I have a lot of favorites. I'm not one to, pick one and settle on one. Sorry. Turning it off. Yeah, I'm not really one to pick and settle on one, so I just gave you several. Okay, this is what I do with my foundation, where my face matches my foundation pretty well, and I basically use it as concealer. Okay, on to actually blending this shit. My mom told me to swear less on my channel. I can't really help it. It just kind of slips out, and it's a problem editing swear words out and finding a bleep sign that actually sounds like a proper bleep. So I'm just gonna swear, Okay, next item is concealer, and I do actually have a concealer that I use specifically for concealing my under eyes, and that is, again, Sephora, and its Bright Future color is Pecan Pie 12. They need to find better names, because how the hell is this pecan pie? I don't know how that is pecan pie. Okay, question is, pick a character you wish you could get rid of. Let's see. Tamlin. Severus Snape, but he was kind of important to the plot, so I think that would be detrimental. Yeah, that is basically all I do for my concealer, right there. Yeah, Tamlin can go die in a hole. Octavian, because he was terrifying and annoying. I don't know, pick a fuckboy and pick a neckbeard. Any fuckboy, any neckbeard can, just leave the narrative. concealing. See, the goal of me doing makeup is to make it look like I'm not wearing makeup. And that's what I'm doing here. Next question! Powder. I don't put on powder. So we're going to do like a weird, sad version of bronzer or contour. Powder, which I'm substituting with whatever this is that I'm using to define my cheekbones. The question is, pick your favorite last book in a series. Again, The Last Olympian, friggin' Harry Potter, and the Deathly Hallows. I'm just staring at this. Clockwork Princess was fantastic. Really loved that one. So, oh, yes, The Raven King. Contrary to popular belief, I really, really loved the ending. It was certainly, in the grand scheme of things, underwhelming, but also, like, I loved the sweet and short message that that book had, was that, you know, even though there might be a dead king that could help you with your problems, you are the only one that can actually deal with it. So, like, and you know, in all things thick and thin, friends stick with you. Like, those were the messages of The Raven King. The next question on this list is for eyebrows, and I don't do eyebrows because I like my non-existent eyebrows. So I'm just going to answer the question, which is a book that you think everyone should read. And that is The Hate U Give, because it is a beautiful book that talks about the Black Lives Matter movement, police brutality against the black community, and it also has this really pure and prudent message for minority communities to come together instead of tearing each other down to be like the least problematic minority to a system that already puts white people above the rest of the community. And I think that that is a fantastic message for everyone to learn. So for my eyeshadow, I have this Modern Renaissance palette that I splurged on a while ago, and I need to use it, so we're going to use it, but just know that I do not normally put on eyeshadow at all, ever, anywhere. Okay, question. Pick a book that has your favorite colors on the cover. Modern Renaissance palette actually pretty closely models my set of favorite colors, which is very much in the warm pinkies. And I think one book that definitely has that is Furthermore by Tahereh Mafi. I love that cover. It is beautiful. And not only just the cover, but even within the book, the general ambiance of it and the description of the world that it's set in is so vivid and fantastic. I took a class on Islamic art for one of my art history classes, and the imagery within the book about the city that Alice lived in, or the village, I guess, that Alice lived in, so vividly brought back memories about learning about the city of Isfahan. It's in Iran, I think, and like it was at its peak during the 1400s and 1500s. That's the time that it was at its peak. That's just one of the most beautiful things. Like, the colors in the book and the colors on the book are to die for. Okay, let me finish blending this. Like I said, goal of makeup is to look like I'm not wearing makeup. So I just put on one color, barely there in my crease, to make my eyes look less gray and more red. Next question, eyeliner. I don't do bold eyeliner. I use the Sephora. Literally half my stuff is Sephora because it's cheaper than brand name, but it's still pretty good quality. Sephora Rouge Gel Eyeliner. The color is Molasses. What is the question? Pick a dark and mysterious book. I'd say Illuminate. It's not, in the grand scheme of things, all that dark and mysterious, but it's definitely not clear, right? You're in space, which is a dark and mysterious place. You're reading through case files with no real guidance on how to interpret them. So you're kind of in this dark and mysterious headspace of not understanding exactly what's happening. After I put that bare minimum eyeliner, I just kind of blended in with my fingers. So I'd say Illuminate is definitely dark and mysterious in my reading experience. Other books would include a lot of Cassandra Clare books just because the covers are dark, and 90% of the time I imagine everything occurring at dusk and or nighttime. Next question, mascara. Pick a long book. I don't put mascara on. I own it. I put it on for special occasions, but since it's a real pain in the ass to get it off because it's waterproof, I'm not going to put it on. I will answer the question though. Pick a long book. Which was the longest book in the Harry Potter series? Was it Goblet of Fire? Goblet of Fire was pretty long. Other long books. Lady Midnight was massive. A Court of Wings and Ruin, also massive. Empire of Storms, huge. Illuminae, which I'm currently reading, it's a tome. Blush, okay, good. Another item I can finally use. My blush is the Bare Minerals in the color Confession. Pick a book that has some cringe-worthy romance. Lola and the French Kiss. Hate that romance. The French Kiss one with St. Clair in it. I just thought they were all whiny children who did not understand priorities in life, and it was super cringe and super forced, and how do you fall in love with someone in like 6 weeks? Tamlin and Farah was hella cringe. Too forced. Highlighter, do not do highlighter. So we're just going to talk at the camera. Pick a book that brightens my day. A book that brightens my day. When Dimple Met Rishi was the light of my life. It was genuinely like reading a Bollywood movie in text format. Not in transcript format, but like word for word description of what a Bollywood movie looks like, including, and this is a feat, this is an achievement in and of itself, a dance number. It had a dance number. I loved it. It was so great. It definitely brightened my day. It was so great to read something so relatable to me. When Dimple Met Rishi was incredibly relatable. I have to ask, is this what it feels like for white people to read every other book that exists in this world? Because, it affected me, and wow, that is a good feeling to be able to relate to a book. Okay, last question, lipstick. Your favorite book kiss. And for my lipstick, I will use NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. This is basically the shade of my lips. So, ships of choice. Well, favorite book kisses are Percabeth, Ron and Hermione, Mare and the Princess from A Fire and Stars, Jesper and Wylan. I can't say Kaz and Edge because they haven't really kissed, but that tender moment between them, dagger through my heart, honestly. Reed and Molly was pretty cute, let's be real. Dimple and Rishi, Mark and Kieran. Okay, so I think I've been as inclusive as I could in my favorite kisses. I have a lot, as long as they're well written, and as long as they're not annoying. So this is my finished makeup look. Here is my finished makeup look for what I consider to be no makeup. Hope you liked my makeup look. If you choose to take my makeup suggestions, do so, feel free. Just wanted to say to all the people out there who use makeup, don't apologize for your face without makeup. Everyone has a face. Don't apologize for it. We all know it exists. Like, it's your face. You owe no one an apology for existing the way you do. You don't. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Like this video if you liked it, if you want me to do more tags. Leave suggestions down below if you have any more suggestions, and I will definitely see you in my next video tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.